Hey everyone. So today I wanted to make a quick video just to talk to you about something that I feel a lot of coaches are intimidated by, especially newer coaches. And that is inviting people to coach or presenting the business or the coaching opportunity or whatever you want to call it. Essentially, just trying to build up your team, which, as you know, is a central part to not only becoming Emerald, but also becoming Diamond and above, and also to kind of build your business. Something you'll learn quickly is that the ones who are at the top and who are making a lot of money in the business, they're making that because they've built up really successful teams. And it's hard to build up a successful team if you don't have a team. So today I'm going to just kind of talk you through the inviting process and also give you a couple ideas of ways that you can approach different situations when it comes to inviting people. So I think that the problem is that a lot of people are intimidated because they feel like presenting the business is pushy. But I try to change my mindset, and instead of looking at it as like, oh, am I bothering this person by asking them if they want to join the team? Is this going to be weird? Are they going to think I'm being like gross and salesy? And I try to look at it as, am I going to be the person who offers them the opportunity that's going to make a huge difference? Am I going to put this in their lap and let them see, could I be the one who presented this to them and it changes their lives? It gives them everything that they want. And I think whenever you put it into that perspective, it makes it a lot less intimidating, to think of it as you're providing somebody an opportunity rather than, am I annoying them or am I making this uncomfortable? Because at the end of the day, it's as simple as them either saying yes or no. Either they're going to do it or they're not. But I think that what you'll find, and definitely what I have found, is no never means no. It always means not right now. And even if you hear no's, the seed is still planted, and people will still think about coaching after they've said no, especially if you're being consistent and posting about your experience as a coach. Every time they see you hit a new, success rank, or, see you posting about how amazing your challengers are doing or how great you feel, or, whatever positive things you're getting out of coaching, they're going to be like, maybe it wasn't such a bad idea. Maybe I should consider it. So, don't be afraid of hearing no, and don't think that you're annoying people. Try to just, change your mindset about it, because I think you'd be surprised how many people actually are interested in it, even if it's not, to make $1 million, even if it's not so they can quit their job. Maybe they love their job and they don't want to quit, but they would just like to lose a little bit of weight. Maybe that's what this will be for them. You don't know. So give them that opportunity. So there's a couple ways to approach the coaching business. Most people go to their challengers. So if you're running a challenge group and you see somebody who's posting consistently, if they're having good results, if they're interacting well with the other challengers, if they are loving their Shakeology or their program, just those challengers who stand out. Those are always awesome, awesome potential coaches, because they're people who have experienced what we do. They've experienced us as coaches, they've experienced the challenge groups, they've hopefully worked with the programs, so they have a bit of an idea of what they're getting themselves into. So a way that I would word a message to somebody like that is I would be like, hey, I'm so glad that you're in this challenge group with me. You've been such an asset. You've been amazing. I love the way that you interact with the other challengers, and you're having, great success with the programs and the Shakeology, and it's just your energy is so inspiring. Um, anyway, I was sitting down today because I'm looking at adding people to my team, and I want, people who are outgoing and inspiring and who, love all of this just as much as I do. And honestly, like, you popped into my head immediately. And, I know this may seem out of nowhere, but I would love it if you would, talk to me a little bit more and see maybe if you're interested in coaching, or, have you ever thought about coaching? I think you'd be really excellent at it. Something like that. Something just to put it out there, make sure that you're praising them for what they're doing. And anything. It could be anything. I mean, even if they're just posting consistently, maybe their posts aren't the most outgoing, but at least they're checking in. That means that they're being held accountable. And so they're going to see some results from that. And when they respond back, just tell them about it. We have the coaching templates in the groups. So, like, I work all of my information off that coaching template. So, I start with talking to them about their why. I want to know, okay, so if you are interested, why? Are you interested because you're trying to build up a business from home so you can quit your job, or because you're a stay at home mom or a dad, or are you a student, or are you just looking for something to entertain yourself, the accountability, whatever it is, I need to know because I'm going to take their answers and I'm going to use them to apply the coaching business to them. So if they say that they are a stay-at-home mom and they're also trying to lose weight, I'll be like, "Oh my God, that's perfect because here's every reason why this is great for a stay-at-home mom like you, and here's every reason why coaching will hold you accountable." And I'll go from there. So that's the very first step that I follow. The second step that I'll follow is I start to tell them about Beachbody a little bit because a lot of people just don't really know the company. And so they might get that idea that it's one of those scammy companies where, they're just going to kind of screw you over. So I like to talk about Beachbody's core values. I always make sure I discuss the 3 vital behaviors because if they do sign up, then it's going to be an expectation of mine that they follow those 3 vital behaviors. So I feel like they need to know what they are. So I'll always talk about how we invite people, how we are a product of the product, and how we do our personal development. Because those are the core assets to the company. It's very important. Then I'll go into talking about the challenge groups or fit pages, things like that, like what we actually do. And then I'll discuss commission and pricing to get started. And then at that point, I might send them a video to talk about like what coaching has done for other people. I try to find a video or a call from coaches who are similar to them. So if they're stay-at-home moms, maybe like a Brandy Bots call, or if they were working, maybe like an Andrea Crowder, something like that. So that way there it kind of like fits them a little bit better and they can relate to it. So I never, ever, ever send links to anybody until they've said yes. Because I just feel like it's really cold and kind of rude to just throw that at them. Just like, okay, well, if you decide you want to do it, here's my link. That's not going to inspire anybody to do it. You need to hold their hand and walk them through it because it's a big jump for a lot of people. It's kind of intimidating. They don't really know what they're getting into, but they're just trusting you to take them on that journey. So, another thing that you could do, another way that you could find prospective coaches is to just go through your friends list, and hopefully you guys have all made up your dream teams. Those are a great place to start. So I started out and I had my 8 coaches lined up, and I would just message those people and say, hey, I know that this is completely random and you've never done one of my challenge groups and you've never done a program with me, but I think you're incredible. I think you're inspiring. I'll add in a couple reasons why I think they're incredible and inspiring. And then I'll just go on to say, like I'm trying to put together my team and I really, really think you'd be an incredible asset and I would love to have you. Like again, like I said, I know you don't have any experience, but I would love to just tell you a little bit more about it. Would you be interested in hearing a little bit more? And so, if they say yes, then I'll, obviously go on. And then if they say no, then I'll be like, I understand, but I would really just, like I said, I would kick myself in the butt if I didn't at least ask. And, I think it would be awesome, if nothing else, if you would just consider at least joining my challenge group, just so you can see a little bit more what it's about. And then maybe you can come back to it later on and we can discuss it more if you feel more comfortable at that point in time. And, that's kind of a non-offensive way to do it. I don't, at that point, I don't require them to purchase anything because I just asked them to join my challenge group like that for that reason. So hopefully you guys understand a little bit more about how to approach the coaching opportunity. Again, just change your mindset about it. You're not hurting anybody's feelings. You're not making anyone feel uncomfortable. I actually find that whenever I word it that way and I tell them, like, I think you're awesome, you're so inspiring, I find you inspiring, here's all the reasons why I think you'd be incredible, a lot of times they feel really like, wow, you really think that about me? Like, I'm surprised. I never really thought about it that way. And so it's kind of nice because you give them a little bit of self-confidence boost. So don't be afraid to talk to people, and you're going to need to build up your team eventually. So just go for it. What's the worst they can tell you? No, because that's not that bad. It's just no. And honestly, it doesn't mean no. It means not right now. So in a couple months, you can come back to them and just be like, hey, I know we talked about it a little bit before, but you're still on my mind. Have you thought about it anymore? If you didn't give them the information before, you can offer to do it again. If they still say no, then just be like, you know what, okay, I respect that, but I'm not going to stop because I know you're going to be amazing. Maybe don't say that, but just in your head, write that down. But anyway, your assignment for today, and I really hope you guys do it, is to pick 5 people from your dream team and reach out to them, or just any people. It doesn't really necessarily have to be from your dream team. Just 5 people, and present the coaching opportunity to them. I'll upload a couple of examples of things that I've said to people in the past, and you guys are free to take that and run with it, word it however you want. But just to give you some ideas, another option, and I didn't mention this because I feel like it's kind of the generic way of doing it, is to post a help wanted ad. I posted my first help wanted ad 6 days after I became a coach, and I had 3 coaches sign up from it. So, they're not totally bad, but I just do feel like they're a little bit less personal. So, what a help wanted ad is just a post that you put onto your page. It can be your fitness or your personal or both, where you're just asking if there's anybody who would be interested in joining your team, or, for more information. I'll also post a couple of examples of really good help wanted ads that I've used in the past. And again, you guys are welcome to take those and use them. So if you have any questions, just comment below. Otherwise, I can't wait to see how this unfolds for you all. Hopefully, we have some new people joining the team from these conversations that you're starting. So anyway, have a great Friday, guys, and we will see you later. Bye.